Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to tackle a common issue that many Python developers face when working in Visual Studio Code, VS Code. Have you ever tried to use double quotes in your code, only to find that it doesn't work as expected? This can be frustrating, especially if you're used to writing code in other environments. In this video, we'll explore why you can't use double quotes in VS Code when coding in Python, and what alternatives you have available. So why can't we use double quotes in VS Code? When coding in Python, the reason lies in the way that VS Code interprets strings. By default, VS Code uses a specific set of rules to determine how to interpret strings, including whether to use single or double quotes. Unfortunately, this means that if you try to use double quotes in your code, VS Code may not recognize them as part of the string. But don't worry, there are some easy workarounds. One option is to use single quotes instead of double quotes. This might take some getting used to, especially if you're coming from a language like JavaScript or HTML, where double quotes are more commonly used. However, Python actually prefers single quotes for strings, so this can be a good opportunity to get into the habit. Another option is to escape your double quotes using a backslash. Better work. This tells VS Code that the double quote should be treated as part of the string, rather than trying to interpret it as something else. For example, if you wanted to include a double quote in a string, you could write it like this: my string each e. This is the quoted word. The backslash before the double quote tells VS Code that we want to treat it as part of the string. It's also worth noting that some plugins or extensions for VS Code may change how strings are interpreted. If you're finding that your code isn't working as expected, it might be worth checking if any of your installed plugins are affecting how your code is being interpreted. And being interpreted. To summarize, you can't use double quotes in VS Code when coding in Python due to the way that VS Code interprets strings. Using single quotes instead of double quotes can solve this issue, as they are preferred for strings in Python. Escaping your double quotes with a backslash can also work around this problem. That's it for today's video on why you can't use double quotes in VS Code when coding in Python. If you have any questions or need further clarification, please let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on Python development and other programming topics. And if you're experiencing any issues with your code, feel free to share a snippet, and we'll do our best to help troubleshoot.